If you thought the news is already pretty grim, then, well, this is not going to be a good video for you. Because the economy is currently in a recession, whether or not the market reflects it. I'm going to show you a bunch of graphs that basically prove it. This is even incomplete. I'm not even going to show you all the graphs that display just how bad things are right now, but it's a head start. Here's a graph showing that the US construction industry is in free fall, currently in a recession. Here we see that gold demand is hitting record highs, with gold largely being considered a counterbalance to fiat currencies and a safe haven during times of economic trouble. At the same time, and this is also a big part of retail trading getting into the markets, but market speculation is also skyrocketing, and a major factor of this is AI and tech. Here we see that freight is dropping. This is a big consequence of the tariffs. Here we see job cuts, and it is rivaling the 2008 financial crisis, with that brown line that it's currently hovering under being the 2009 fiscal year. And you might be wondering, then why is this not, considered a recession? Why is this not front page news? Well, it's because US stocks continue to soar, and that's largely booned by tech and AI. In fact, the belief among many investors that AI might be a bubble, you don't say, but that it could be much worse than the dot-com bubble back at the start of the 2000s. And that whenever you pair that with the housing market, with the tariffs, with all kinds of other speculation and challenges, that's a recipe for a massive disaster. Something potentially worse than 2008. It also doesn't help that we have our political class basically acting like the economy is perfectly fine. Here's a tweet from President Trump this morning, basically saying that the early prices are down, tariffs are making our country an economic power again. There's no inflation, the stock market is continually hitting new highs, and it's the best of everything for the US. Meanwhile, of course, the government continues to be shut down, and here we see that SNAP and food stamps could be shut off in the coming days and weeks as the funding basically dries up with the shutdown. So the economy is terrible. People are really angry at each other. The most poor amongst us are about to be even more desperate. They don't really have much protection from a downturn economically. And a lot of people that think that they have protection are also extremely vulnerable because a lot of this is fueled by massive debt. So now is a great time to pay off debt if you can, because a lot of people that have been sound financially are going to be probably fine or mostly insulated from this. I mean, not completely, but the people that are not debt free or who have been really basically leaning into debt to fund their lifestyle, this is going to be a very hard time for you. But what typically happens historically whenever the economy falls out from under people in a time of extreme political tension and distrust? Not good things. So consider this to be a bit of an alarm bell for what could be coming, because I think it's going to be much worse than people are thinking.